We're here today to introduce Sisters of Nia, which are life-impacting lessons that empower and support young girls.
I'm Cynthia Smith, and I'm the founder and executive director of Nia.
My name is Dr. Malika Hollenside. I'm the creative director of Sisters of Nia, and we're educators who have been working together for over 8 years to develop, implement, and refine these important curriculum lessons here in Sacramento.
So the mission and purpose of our program is to empower adolescent girls to have a strong and powerful sense of self-confidence, self-identity, social skills, leadership, community service, goal setting, and academic excellence. We want our girls to live their life with a purpose. Nia is a Swahili word which means purpose.
Too often, young girls are at risk for a variety of negative life influences and impacts that harm their chances for social, emotional, physical, and academic health and success. Nia lessons are research-based and proven to improve grades, behavior, and relationships. These young ladies are examples of our alumni who are now CSU, UC, and Los Rios enrolled young leaders who have positive futures ahead of them. And there's currently no other program that we know that exists in Sacramento or any other place that provides a 3-year curriculum like this.
So we're here because we're seeking funding for our curriculum. We like to get our curriculum published, we like to get it distributed, and we want to be able to reach more girls and more communities. Our ultimate goal is to have Sisters of Nia be a household name like Girl Scouts, so we like our program to be a nationwide program.
Our curriculum merges cultural and critical pedagogy, history, social justice, arts, music, and dance, ethics, and morality activities. It can be implemented as a 3-year program or rites of passage program that assists girls through their middle school years, or it can be used by teachers who want to just choose or select individual lessons for classroom enrichment and supplements. This can be used for girls or boys and for children across all ethnicities.
Sisters of Nia has helped me a lot because I feel like I can achieve my high expectations, and I really feel like it taught us a lot about how to just be a young lady and an individual in the world.
It allowed me to have a positive self-esteem, and I'm more confident about my decisions I make, and I found better people to hang out with, and I wish that Sister Nia was a longer program to be a part of.
And we could go on and on, but those are some of our alumni and just a little testimony about our program.
So we're absolutely not, as great as we can be yet. We need and want to grow. So there's definitely a great need out there, and we've been approached by schools and organizations from out of California asking for our curriculum. So there's definitely a need to get our curriculum published and out there in the community. So that's how you can help us. Our lessons are easy to use, easy to implement for teachers and for after-school programs.
And they're ready to go. We can help spread our program by providing training to teachers, parents, and college students, like one of the CSU students, Sacramento State, in the middle, to help them become Nia facilitators. We use social media, TV, radio to promote our program. We attend educational conferences to make this promoted and for other teachers and educators to know that this exists. We currently have schools in Sacramento who want this program implemented on their campus and throughout the nation as well. They're anxiously awaiting the publishing of our curriculum, and that's what ReinventEd can help us deliver.
So thank you very much.
From the jurors, questions or comments? Advice? Yes, please, Ken.
I'm a 6th grade teacher, and half of my students are boys. How does the curriculum work?
The curriculum is designed for girls. That's a good question, because we actually used to have a program for boys too, but we didn't have a consistent people to run it. But it's designed for girls, but a lot of the lessons can be used for boys too. So while the curriculum is designed for girls, the lessons can definitely be applied to boys, many of the lessons.
By simply looking at one of the lessons and maybe instead of seeing the word girls,
Right.
inserting the word boys. These are self-affirming, self-identity, group identity, strengthening, and self-affirming lessons that really are interchangeable and so flexible across the board.
Do you recommend that they be integrated into other parts of the curriculum, or is it separate?
I'm a high school teacher. I've been a high school teacher for 14 years here in Sacramento. I absolutely feel that an element of our curriculum provides a cultural history that is currently not reflected in traditional mainstream curriculums. So absolutely, this can be utilized in history classes. There are reflections that the children write that can be used as English lessons. There are activities that can be used for enrichment purposes as well.
Kind of piggybacking on that, that might be one of the things to consider is that because there's no time in the classroom and we don't have enough time to cover all of the standards, especially to get students to mastery, is if you have not already, basically mapping out where the standards crosswalk with the curriculum so that that's already covered.
Absolutely, and that can be implemented in the final design of our curriculum where teachers can actually go to a list of contents that can point to specific lessons that will assist them Common Core Alliance.
That's a great idea.
Two quick questions. Are you currently using it in any of your schools now? And a comment. I know some of your graduates and they are very strong young ladies, and we've hired a couple, so I know it works.
That will make me cry.
Sorry.
We're not in a school. We run a program we're at Heritage Peak Charter School, but the girls that come to that program come from a variety of different schools. We have not started a program, or we don't have a program on a school. So
We operated off of PS7 campus for almost 7 years.
Yeah.
We decided that we wanted a little bit more flexibility and the ability to appeal to other schools, so then we moved to the food bank. We're an Oak Park-based, community-based organization,
Right.
so we're using the resources that we have, and right now we're still in Oak Park, but we're able to pull from girls from other schools.
Can you ladies give an example of one of the lessons?
Sure.
Well,
the one that you guys just did?
Okay, so one of the lessons that we did yesterday, we discussed stereotypes and we discussed diversity. How are stereotypes created? How are they harmful? What can we do as young people to counteract stereotypes? That tied in with the lesson where they actually reflected upon themselves and it was a paper bag activity, where on the outside of the bag, they wrote how the world sees them, how they feel like the world sees them for the good and bad. And on the inside, they put slips of how they see themselves. So they were able to tie in how the world may be viewing them and what their actions might do to impact that and change it for the better, and also how they can change themselves so that they're not stereotyping others. That's just a very small little example. That's what we did yesterday.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.